octopus tag, scooter hockey, kickball. These may only be a few of the fun memories you have from elementary school. Today we'll be talking to you all about why we should keep physical education in the child's school day. Not only is it important and essential in the daily schedule, but I know that it is relevant to all of you as we've all walked out of that gym with sweaty red faces. Though you may think that PE is just another activity during the school day to keep us busy, it is actually very beneficial to children. My three main points of this are exercise. Exercise can help you ward off obesity and keep you healthy. Cognitive development and learning abilities. It can help you get better test grades and learn better in the classroom. And calming of stress and anxiety can help you calm down, especially kids with depression and ADHD. Though many kids may not be obese, it can teach them helpful hints in the future. So obesity is defined by the Merriam-Webster dictionary as a condition characterized by the excessive accumulation and storage of fat in the body. So I actually talked to the teacher, Mrs. Goldberg, at Washington Elementary School, and she said though many kids may or may not be fat, most fat adults weren't fat kids. So physical education is very important to learning good ways to keep yourself healthy in the future. So again, from the Washington Elementary School teacher, I asked what she thought and why she taught physical education, and she said, I want students to start to develop healthy habits for later in life. So some of the key points she gave me were strength, power, speed, agility, endurance, flexibility, static and dynamic balance, and calorie burning. I also asked her how exercise or lack thereof can affect them throughout the rest of the day, and she responded with, music makes it more enjoyable for them. We need music, that way it's easier for them to plug into. As for lack thereof, they may become a sad sack, a couch potato. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, lower motivation, lowered self-esteem, slowly drifting into obesity and depression. And so, again, I asked her, why should it be important that they learn these things? And she said, worst case scenario, that most fat adults weren't fat kids. So now that I've given you an overview on how personal fitness can help ward off obesity, and let's take a look at how exercise can help further their learning abilities and cognitive development. Cognitive development deals with memory, decision making, which can be good versus bad, and problem solving. Cognitive is defined by Merriam-Webster dictionary as of relating to, being or involving conscious intellectual activities such as thinking, reasoning, or remembering. So this can work with math problems, good versus bad decisions, and reading books and reacting to others' feelings and what they're thinking. Physical activity is defined as instruction in the development and care of the body ranging from simple calisthenic exercises to a course of study providing training and hygiene, gymnastics, and the performance and management of athletic games. I asked her why she thinks it shouldn't be, why she thinks recesses shouldn't be lined up one after another, and why you do short activities instead of doing long runs around the gym or taking, say, 5 laps around the gym versus taking a lap and then switching up and doing jumping jacks. And she said, short spurts of moderate exercise throughout the day will help keep students engaged and attentive with more blood flow to the brain. So when you do, versus being in the classroom all day and then doing PE at the end of the day, it can help you focus and they can get out their jitters, and it'll help them retain the information they're learning.
Our youth population is suffering from physical inactivity. Over the past 30 to 40 years, the volume and intensity of daily physical activity among youth has gradually declined.
So one of the things I noticed about this, I did research on technology, And unlike us, kids these days are more likely to be on their phones and iPads playing games or even their Xboxes, rather than when we were kids, we would get out and go, like, as little girls, we would go play house, or like boys would go outside and play football. So
In the United States, only about half of youth meet the recommended guideline of at least 60 minutes of vigorous or moderate physical activity each day. A lack of activity increases the risk of heart disease, diabetes, osteoporosis, anxiety and depression, and other diseases. Recent studies have found that in terms of mortality, the global public health burden of physical inactivity approaches that of cigarette smoking and obesity. Physical activity improves other aspects of health and fitness, including aerobic capacity, muscle and bone strength, reduction of anxiety, depression and stress, self-concept, and academic performance.
So those were just a few things that and so the next question I asked Mrs. Goldberg is, why is physical activity so important for kids rather than older students who can take care of themselves? She said there are several studies that link regular exercise to better test scores and slowing down the progression of diseases like Alzheimer's, and exercising helps build synaptic pathways. So she also gave me two things. It can help kids with ADHD so they can focus and their teachers can better get through to them, and then kids with depression, working out with their friends and having fun can make them happier. She also told me that during the day, or I asked her how often do you think they should get time to be free and play and have fun. She said during the day, every day. Having brain breaks throughout the day not only gets the wiggles out, it also allows the students time to process what they're learning. If students just sit and have more and more info poured into their brain, they either start to drift or mentally daydream or become overwhelmed with too much information all at once. Either way, the teacher has lost their attention. She also gave me an idea of movement choices, which would be short spurts of moderate exercise throughout the day that will help keep students engaged and attentive with more blood flow to the brain. And she told me, if you were to say, do 20 push-ups and 40 jumping jacks, the kids would be like, oh no, I don't want to do this. That's boring. But if you turn on music and you give them a choice, say, do 50 reps all together, and you can do jumping jacks, sit-ups, or push-ups, they're going to have more fun with it and want to do it. And then today I've provided you with information about why physical education is essential in the daily routine of a child. With the information I provided, I hope I have taught you more about exercise, cognitive development, learning abilities, calming of stress and anxiety, and how exercise can help your future children succeed.